Hey, today we're going to be looking at who or what R'hllor is, where it's worshipped, and what's believed about this religion. R'hllor, also known as the Lord of Light, the Heart of Fire, the God of Flame and Shadow, is a prominent god in Essos, but only has a few followers in Westeros, where he is more commonly known as the Red God. The symbol of R'hllor the Red is a fiery heart. Red priests lead prayers to R'hllor at red temples and at night fires. The religion is based on a dualistic, Manichaean view of the world. R'hllor, the god of light, heat, and life, and R'hllor's antithesis, the Great Other, the god of ice and death. They are locked in an eternal struggle over the fate of the world, a struggle that, according to the ancient prophecies from the books of Ashai, will only end when Azor Ahai, the messianic figure, returns wielding a flaming sword called Lightbringer, the red sword of heroes, and raises dragons from stone. R'hllor is also called the Lord of Light, the Heart of Fire, the God of Flame and Shadow. His nemesis, the Great Other, whose name may not be spoken, is known as the Lord of Darkness, the Soul of Ice, the God of Night and Terror. The Red Priests of R'hllor associate fire with life. They see shadows as creations of the Lord of Light, servants of light, and the children of fire. Oh, cute. According to the Red Priestess Melisandre, the Lord of Light cherishes innocent and beautiful people and items, making them the most precious sacrifice. The religion of the Lord of Light is found primarily in Essos. R'hllor is worshipped in Ashai, and red temples can be found in most of the free cities, including Braavos, Lys, Myr, Pentos, Cahors, Tyrosh, and Volantis. The town of Selhoris, ruled by Volantis, contains a red temple as well. The Temple of the Lord of Light in Volantis is exceptionally large, said to be the greatest in all the world. According to Archmaester Gramian, it is about 3 times the size of the Great Sept of Baelor in King's Landing. There are few followers of the Lord of Light in Westeros, though red priests can be found in Old Town, mixing with Marwyn, Dorne, Dragonstone, and King's Landing, such as Thoros, Dragonstone probably being Melisandre. I imagine that there were probably a few there when the Targaryens lived there. Anyway, so they have priests like the Faith of the Seven, but what's the organization of the Faith of R'hllor? Red priests are taught prayers and spells, and are trained to see things in fires. It takes many years of training to see the shapes beyond the flames, and even more years to learn how to interpret them. Numerous priests, both male and female, are trained in their red temples. The priests of the Lord of Light wear loose red robes, as noted by Thoros, who says that they're very good to hide as wine stains. The Temple of the Lord of Light. The Temple of the Lord of Light in Volantis has been called the greatest temple in the known world. All those who serve there are slaves, who were bought as children and trained. Geez. Whether this is also the case at temples in other cities is unknown. Thoros of Myr states that he was given over to the Red Temple as a young child, so probably sold. Poor dude, no wonder he drinks. Benero, the High Priest in Volantis, also holds the titles Flame of Truth, Light of Wisdom, First Servant of the Lord of Light, and Slave of R'hllor. As is the custom of that city, the Red Priests of the Volantene Temple, all slaves have flames tattooed across their cheeks, chin, and forehead. Red Priests from other places, such as Thoros or Melisandre, are not known to have tattoos. The Fiery Hand are 1,000 slave soldiers who guard the Temple of the Lord of Light. The Volantene Temple also trains some of their slaves to become temple prostitutes. Many worshippers in Volantis pin scraps of red cloth to their sleeves or tie them around their brow to show their support for the religion. So, what do you make of all these SOC cities worshipping this supposedly strange god? Let me know. Where do you see their futures going? Next time, we're going to be looking at how one goes about worshipping this religion and where we see it in the story. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also keep an eye out. There will be a community post going up soon about a Patreon page opening, because it's been suggested a few times, so we'll get on that. And once it is open, I'll link it down below, so if you're watching this in the past, then it's there. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Cheerio.